Hello and welcome to another episode of Fish Fingers. How you guys doing? Just wanted to give you a quick update of how my tank's getting on. My water lettuce have started to shoot sprouts down the bottom, as you can see, and hopefully they'll dangle down a bit longer than that as they get bigger, but they're growing quite well. I'll be cleaning my tank later. It's got a bit of algae growing to the sides, but I kind of leave there for my octosynchlas really, so they got something to eat, so I don't try to clean it up too much. Some of my plants are doing great. I've noticed some brown leaves in the center of this one, but again, I'm not sure if that's how it is with them. And we've got my rams looking beautiful as ever, loving the conditions. Guppies are always forever fighting each other. Don't get what all that's about. Neons have grown. No sight of my snail. Normally comes out of a night, but so far it's been so good. Guppies are looking really nice too. Noticed some of the tails on some, but I'm not sure when I bought them they were like that. Almost like they've been nipped at. And as you can see, one otto is bigger than the other. Noticed that when I first got them, one was a bit skinnier than the other, but they've starting to grow. I did want to touch up on, this is why I was filming the fish today, is I've lost a guppy. I should be removing this too. So basically, when I bought another 4 guppies. One of them was quite slim and skinny. It was alright at first few days, and it wasn't really eating, so it kind of hid away, so I couldn't find it. And then I noticed today, this morning, about an hour ago should I say, that I've got a dead guppy. I'll be honest, it does upset me a bit. Obviously I take pride in my fish and my fish keeping, so having a loss of fish is not a good sign. It's nothing to do with the water conditions, as I've checked all the nitrogen, the ammonia and all the things I need to check, and everything seems to be fine. As I said, it was just this one fish. As you can see, it's quite small compared to these guppies here. It's almost big as my tetra, neon tetras. So obviously when you're buying your fish, obviously check the condition of your fish. Make sure they're eating, or they have been eating. If you see a fish slimmer than it should be, it's either it's just been shipped and it's not really been eating. You know, it should be left quarantined for probably a week or 2 before introducing into your tank. I didn't take notice of when I got my fish, to be honest. I just thought it was a younger one compared to the other ones, but I'm not very happy about that. So I'll be removing that in a minute. But other than that, we've been fine. I hope you guys are keeping safe out there. Times just look to be getting worse and worse. No end to this pandemic, or so-called pandemic for some, but we still gotta keep going. And obviously taking care of my fish takes me away from all that. Just something to look after and admire. I'm surprised actually they're not nipping at the little fish that's dead. Because I've had fish, obviously goldfish before, and I've been keeping fish for a long while, and I've never really noticed when a fish dies that they do nip at them. just can't see. But this one, that's the case. I thought might have a little nibble, because it is a bit of fish food now. In the nature, fish will die. There's other fish that will devour the bits from it. It's part of nature. Hair algae issues. My Java moss is just looking horrendous. I'm actually thinking of removing it and restarting it again and getting some more, because I'm just having nothing but algae here, which I'm probably guessing I'm going to have no matter what Java moss I put on there. I've tried reducing the times of the light schedule. I've also introduced some of these water lettuces. As they get bigger, hopefully they'll cover some more of that light that's coming down and prevent some of that algae growing, that hair algae growing. But yeah, should be giving that a clean. I definitely want to clean my filter today. As you can see, I've had this tank for about 3 months now running, and I've never cleaned that filter, so today will be the first day. Obviously, being a new started tank, I didn't want to mess around with the parameters of the water by changing too much, and obviously all that good beneficial bacteria has grown around and inside that filter. And people need to realise as well that beneficial bacteria doesn't attach itself to water. It attaches itself to substrate, rocks, ornaments, you know, your pieces of wood, driftwood, sides of the glass. It really obviously attaches itself to the surfaces, like your gravel as well, your substrate. So I didn't really want to change that too much when I first had it. And again, I've been moving my tank around so many times. As you can see in my previous video, I used to have this ornament over here. Then I decided to move that over there. The reason why this big ass rock is sitting on top of this nice piece of wood is because if I was to lift that up, that wood would drift. It's not the reason why they call it driftwood, it's the fact that it's not been waterlogged for a long time for it to sink. There's many methods you could do that by. Some people choose to boil it, I've heard. Some people keep it submerged in the water in a bucket for months and months and months. I've just decided to budge up a piece of rock on top, and that way I can still enjoy it in my tank. It's actually a vertical standing one that I got, so when it does sink, I will be standing that up because it looks better standing up. So I've just left it lying on its side, and obviously just grew a bit of plants around it just to give it that natural look. I mean, I kind of like the rock on top actually, but it's not the way it was meant to be. The only reason why I got that, like I said, is to weigh that piece of wood down. I'm just going to show you while they're doing it now actually. My rams love fighting each other, or one likes to chase the other. I've mentioned in previous videos, I think I've got a male and a female, but judging by these two, they fight like two males. It does definitely not look like he's chasing a female. It's either that or she don't want nothing to do with him, which I find funny. Also, I wanted to touch up on the tiger lily, or tiger lotus. I keep calling it tiger lily, it's actually called a tiger lotus. I've noticed some growth on top. You can see them little leaves growing out of top, but nothing's really happened other than that. Been waiting for ages now, so I'm just gonna leave it in there, let it do its thing over time. But I did read on Amazon when I bought that one, because I got that one from Amazon, that some of them are duds, but the fact that I've seen actual leaves growing out of it, I thought it would be fine. But that's what's going down in my tank. A lot happening. I am thinking actually to change this top. I want to remove this top, and I'm thinking to have an open top and have one of them LED lights that's come over the tank. But it looks really good. I think that would be good. And plus I think the light is a bit better, because this one's a bit yellow, the light, and it makes my tank look like this. As you can see, the fish are loving it.